Okay, now I would like to show this biography, which is entitled Games and Goals and the Fascinating Chess and Football Careers of Simen Agdestein, or Agdestein, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know Norwegian language, I don't know how to pronounce it. But I found an interesting thing here in the back because it practically said that at the time when he was 18 he became GM, and that was the youngest in the world. I don't know if I read it correctly. It says, let's see, Simen Agdestein was awarded the title of chess grandmaster at the age of 18, the youngest in the world at the time. I don't know, because I thought that Fischer was like grandmaster at 15 or before, and the Polgar sister, they always remind everyone that they became grandmaster before Fischer, so they are the best. I don't know, I hope someone correct me or explain me the thing, please do, so we can put it in the description. However, there is a thing. This book of Simen Agdestein has a lot of position in the chapters that I don't really know what they are there for, and the last chapter has 16 games. Okay, so between these two, this is another biography of Bologan, which is really an interesting player. Instead, in Bologan biography, you can find like nearly 90 games, very well annotated, very well annotated. Instead, here, like I said, in the book there are these positions that I don't really understand the meaning, because it's not really about chess, but the last chapter is the one that has the games, okay? Simen Agdestein, greatest victories, only 16. I don't know why so little, okay? So for those who likes to read a biography with more games, I just warn you. Maybe you need to get Bologan, okay? Because Bologan really did a great job for the games. In Bologan's biography, at the end of each game, he gives the typical 3 lessons. No? What did you gain from this game? I gained these 3 lessons. In any case, I will show you now one game from this book, okay? Let me bring back the board in the right shape and form. So the game I want to show you is game 8 of Agdestein versus Ljubojevic. Simen loves playing white against the Benoni. He learned the maneuver rook a3, rook b3 from Korchnoi already in 1982, and never has it been more effective. This game was played in Vikenzi in 1988, okay? So maybe many of you were not born in 1988, some of us were in the army. d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, c5. Ljubo is known for playing almost absolutely everything. The more dubious, the happier he is. It seems that he's saying the Benoni is dubious, I don't know. d5, e takes d5, c takes d5, and now d6, knight c3, g6, bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, knight b d7, knight d2, g5, bishop g3, knight h5, knight c4, knight b6, e3, knight takes g3, h takes g3. And here there is a diagram, okay? So let's read the comment under the diagram. A standard type of position. I have played this many times and almost always emerge with a fantastic position as my opponents don't know what to do. There is hardly any theory except for my own games. I think Lubo demonstrates the right setup for black here, but his next move weakens the b6 square. So this is interesting because this is 1988, so they didn't have chess base and they couldn't probably learn easily. Probably they had only the informant to check to see which games were played in this line. And so imagine how lucky we are today that with chess base, a few clicks and one can find a lot of model games. Okay, the game continues with a6, a4, bishop g7 and queen d2. Queen d2 as an exclamation point. One of my favorite moves. The queen controls 7 key squares. b2, c3, b4, I don't know how it controlled before, but okay, a5, so not the queen, maybe it's me, d5, okay, e3, and f4, okay, it seems the queen can jump, 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 oh, maybe. Okay, let's see what happens. So after queen d2, black plays knight takes c4, bishop takes c4, and bishop d7. So I don't know if these games have been annotated by Agdestein. In this case, he said that b6 was a possibility, but this would become weak. Okay, so let's see. After bishop d7, a5, which is logical because generally you want to play this kind of maneuver. Queen f6, attacking here probably. Rook a3. And now there is a dubious move, which is castling on this side. Here there is a comment which says, I didn't think Lubo would play this riskily. Safer was rook c8. Oh, hey, come here, come back. So, he should have played this instead. And rook c7, okay? Black can later either walk his king to d8, c8 or even castle short. In any case, this was the move he played. Rook b3, rook d e8, rook b6, queen e5. And here there is a diagram, which means once more that you must pause this video and try to put yourself in white's place. When you put yourself in white's place, it means that you need to find the next move played by white. Okay? So if you pause the video, I will now show you which move was the move played by white. Queen d3, exclamation point. The position demands rapid action and I prepare a sacrifice. So I want to sack here. Bishop f6, threatening bishop d8 and forcing my planned sacrifice. So I want to play this to attack this. So bishop takes a6, b takes a6, queen takes a6, and king d8. now there is another diagram, so it means that you must pause again the video and try to find what is, in your opinion, that white should play in this position. Okay? The move is rook b7. Double exclam, it says, Lubo had not seen this idea. There is no satisfactory defense to be found against the threat of rook takes d7, king takes d7, queen b7, king d8, and knight b5. Now the line continue another few moves, because practically it's a kind of checkmate in 5 moves. So I think I will show you the line, okay, so you are able to see it. After rook b7 you want to play tack, tack, queen b7, king d8, knight b5, right? Rook e7, queen b8, king d7, queen c7, king e8, and queen c8, checkmate. So here you have seen what could have happened. Clearly one needs to be able to visualize 5 or 6 moves, but they are kind of forced. Now I will put back the position to what it was, hoping that I remember it well. If I don't, I hope you will scream at me and tell me, no, don't put the pieces there, right? So let's see if I put everything right. Yeah, I think it's right. So he played this, rook b7. And black continued with rook e g8. White's attack is quickly decisive. After he could have played this, and here he gives a line that shows that black would have lost. Knight a4, played after much calculation. Of course it is made after bishop takes a4 and obviously queen a8, okay? Because then the rank is controlled by this rook. But there is another variation, he said, that is based on rook king e7. So eventually when you buy the book you will see it, okay? So king e8, knight b6, and bishop g4. Notice black could have played also this move, queen takes b2. And there is a line, okay, that is given in the book. Knight c4, queen takes d5, so here is threatening checkmate. Queen a8, bishop d8, and now there is a beautiful move by white, sorry. Can you guess what is the next move played by white? It's obviously a discovery check. Rook e7, check. King takes e7, and of course queen takes d5. The combination is complete. Bishop c7, queen b7, rook d8, king d8, knight b6, bishop takes b6, a takes b6, bishop d7, queen c7, king e7, b7, king e6, finally white castles, rook d8, rook d1, bishop a4, and now white plays obviously the last move, which is very important because you need to have a chess set with at least 2 queens or 4 queens, okay? It's b8, queen, and at this point black resign. So why did black resign? Okay, because if he plays this, what do you play as white? I hope that you see it. It's probably this. Obviously I don't have a computer, okay? Otherwise the computer would immediately tell you the solution. And here I can only see this. Probably he can give check, but how? Maybe this is an interesting move. And he can only take at the point. Check. He could go back here or here. What do you do in this case? Check again, goes here, check, probably goes here, check, and things are going to become very bad for black. But I don't know, probably yes, or maybe we need to use a computer to see who is giving checkmate to whom. However, the book is very interesting. I hope you will enjoy it. There are these 16 games that are worth watching, and it's interesting also to follow the career of this grandmaster that is not very well known apart for his association with Magnus Carlsen.